Touchdown.
Look at Joe Hayes.
You trying to shake, man.
He tried to shake.
Yeah, he just keep running.
He a bitch.
He said he should have ran soon.
He got happy from him. Dang. He was on the smack in the time.
Just be like, what you get?
He didn't be like Dallas kicked and missed.
Missed. Well, how many kick? You were 3?
He missed. Yeah, he missed the extra point. He missed the extra point and 2 regular.
Yeah, he's fired. He's a good thing.
Speak, whatever the topic is, we're gonna bring it back to y'all to answer the questions though, because we want to know what you're thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the key to really know what's going on in y'all mind. We're gonna give you information. You know what I'm saying? But we want you to be able to ask those questions that you need. You know what I mean? And be able to supply some answers, because the better you understand what's going on in your life, your identity, what it means to be an athlete, things like that, like we really feel like that's where you better really take that milestone and make a jump in your life. You know what I mean? Y'all right now, y'all in some of y'all prime, you're in high school, got some freshmen here, got some seniors here, got some juniors in here. So it's very important that you know who you are and know what direction you're trying to go in your life. All right. So today, you know, the topic gonna be, what is a student athlete? All right. What is a student athlete? Before I begin, I just want to know what y'all think. When you hear the word student athlete, what comes to mind?
Somebody that get it done.
Speak up. You come on, Joe. Who?
Somebody that get it done on the court and academic also. Like do good in both pretty much.
All right. For somebody that's versatile, that can do it both on and off the court, huh? Go ahead.
You can't do one without the other.
Yeah, can't do one without the other. So what are some of the things that are required, you know what I mean, of a student athlete? Like, when you think about it, like, what's some of the things that you have to make sure that you do?
Have a good GPA.
Huh?
Have a good GPA.
Okay, grades, that's highly important. All right, what else? Good in classroom. All right. So when you say all this stuff, good in classroom, high GPA, what does it require to be able to get those grades though? Effort. We talked about that yesterday. So the first thing I want to talk about is self-motivation. You know what I mean? If I have to wake you up every morning to go to school, if I have to wake you up every morning, or if your parents have to drive you out the house to go to workouts, well, you're not really self-motivated. Now, when you have to be at that point where you say, hey, mom, hey, we gotta be here at this time. I can't be late. You know how coach is. Like, that's when you're already on your way, because nobody is holding you accountable. You hold yourself accountable. You know what I mean? That's just like me, for instance. When I wake up in the morning, I already know my routine. You know what I mean? On the weekend, I know I gotta cut the grass. I gotta cut the boys' hair. You know what I'm saying? I got cross-country meets. I gotta cut grass in the neighborhood. I gotta cut other people's hair. So I already got my schedule laid out. Nobody has to motivate me to get up in the morning and do my job. I gotta provide for the family, right? So as an athlete, what is your self-motivation? What drives you to get up in the morning? Because I know some of y'all, man, your parents got you in the car, your hair sleep still. Like, what is your self-motivation? You say that this is something that you love, right? You say, man, I want to be the best basketball, I want to be the best football player, I can be a track runner or a baseball player. All right, so if that's the case, then why is it so hard for you to be there on time? Why is it so hard for when they ask you to give me your all for that hour and a half or those 2 hours that you give subpar? You get what I'm saying? So why is that, guys? Y'all tell me. Why can't you, when you show up, you can't just give everything that you have for that time period? Go ahead. Somebody take the floor. Not all at once. Go ahead. Speak up. Self-motivation, man. Depending on where your mind is at that. But you say this is something that you love though. You know, this is what y'all say. Coach, I love basketball. You know what I'm saying? I dream about it. I want to be a D1 athlete. So why is it hard for you to be self-motivated to come to workouts? Why is it hard for you to be self-motivated knowing that I ain't strong enough, that my competition is bigger than me? Like, why I'm not in the weight room like I'm supposed to? Like when I walk in PE class, why Coach Bailey had to remind me to go to the weight room to do my routine? Why Coach Bailey got to remind me to do my ball handling drills if I'm self-motivated? See, when you're self-motivated, nobody has to tell you to do that. So when I think about a person that's self-motivated, I think about Jada Sessions from last year, right? When she first came in her junior year. everybody's like, man, why she sweating so hard? Why she working out doing lunch period? You know what I'm saying? And she'll go to lunch in her gym clothes. You know what I'm saying? Then a year later, she struggled her junior, but a year later, guess what? She's the dog, the alpha female on the team. But guess what? She put all that work in the year before, and she kept on doing it. And guess what? She found her mojo. She had to be self-motivated. She had to be motivated by nobody else. Every day she came to her, it didn't take her 20 minutes to go to the locker room, to tie her shoes, to change her clothes. And there's a girl that had lashes on, hair done, fingernails done, that looked good every day she came to school. But when she walked in the gym, she knew it was time to work. That's self-motivation. But if you want to be that type of athlete, guess what? You got to put in that type of work. And guess what she's playing at? Now she's playing college ball. She got potential to start as a freshman. Playing the 4th spot. She played 5 in high school. Having the time of her life. Do the work stop? No, it's still tough. Now she got to compete on a high level. But then you got to ask yourself, what type of athlete do I want to be? Do I want to be an athlete that just want to come to school? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to be, just be on the team, wear the uniform? Or am I trying to be that standout dude? Am I trying to be a person that make a difference? Come on in, folks. So self-motivation, man. Like, that's what y'all gotta have. When coach said, hey, I need somebody to stop somebody, you know, that's simple. I love playing defense, you know what I mean? Why? Because they're gonna help my team win. You know what I'm saying? That's the simple stuff about it. All right? The next thing, when you think about self-motivation, anybody else something?
I'm about to tell something.
Go ahead, Coach.
Hey, for self-motivation, man, when I wrote down, one thing I wrote down is something that nobody else can do for you. All right? This is something that you got to do for yourself. Every day, you got to wake up, what's my goal? Not just for that day, but what's my goal a week from now, 2 weeks from now? You got what I'm saying? What's my goal next year? You know, I'm in 11th grade. I talk to my son and other guys about this all the time. How many of y'all look at colleges right now? You know what I'm saying? You know, you got a future, right? How many of y'all planning for your future? You know what I'm saying? That's self-motivation. Like, I'm trying to get up and grind every day so I can get somewhere, so I can go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So, like, even on the court, you know, if I know I'm trying to be that dog on the court, right? What I gotta do every day to be that dog? I gotta get up and I gotta put in work, right? If I'm trying to, even off the court, if I'm trying to make sure my grades are up to par and make sure my grades are, you know, I want to be a 4.0 student athlete, right? What I gotta do to do that? I gotta get up, do my work, make sure I'm studying, make sure I'm getting my work in, you know, all that kind of stuff is that part of that stuff that nobody else can do for you. Mom and Dad, we can scream at y'all all day long, right? We can say, hey, get that work done. If you ain't self-motivated to be great for your own self, if you ain't self-motivated to have greatness, you got what I'm saying? Then it don't really matter. You know, because one day Mom and Dad are going to start saying, get up, do your homework, right? As we grow up, we become men, right? We got to get up and we got to start doing what we got to do every single day on our own. What's going to happen then? You're going to look for Mama to call you as a grown man and say, hey man, you need to get up and cut your grass? No, you got to be motivated to get these things done. Coach talked about it earlier. You know, having that plan laid out already. What I got to get done? Because I got to take care of business. How many of y'all got up this morning and just thought about what I got to get done for the day? You know what I'm saying? What am I going to do to make myself better on and off the court? You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all got up this morning thinking like that? You know, what's your motivation? What's your motivation? I grew up hard times. So my motivation was not to be poor and broke all my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying being truthful. You know, I grew up, man, we had a car, it was raggedy, barely could make it up the road, you know what I'm saying? Moving house to house, you know what I'm saying? My motivation, man, I ain't trying to be broke all my life. I ain't trying to be in the same situation all my life. So that was my motivation. So what's your motivation? Most of y'all driving cars, got nice cars in the driveway, you know, this stuff like that. You know, what's your motivation? If you got all that, what's your motivation now? You know what I'm saying? If you got all that stuff behind you already, what's your motivation? So it gotta be something. You gotta have that in you. And nobody else can do self-motivation for you. You gotta wake up every morning and say, hey, shoot, I gotta get this done. I'm trying to get to college. I gotta make sure this right. I'm trying to make sure I get this place right. I'm trying to make sure I get my jump shot right. I'm trying to make sure, You know, all those things got to be stuff that you got in your own mind. That's not just for the day, but for a week from now, a month from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. What's your motivation? You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a motivation to get up and do this stuff every single day.
You're right, Coach. I agree. And I think you said it already. The second thing, guys, being prepared. You know what I'm saying? Like being prepared, having a plan. My thoughts are as a student athlete, what does being prepared mean? You know what I mean? Basically, do I have my stuff when I go to school? I heard y'all say plenty. Oh man, I left my book. I left my such book. Or I ain't got my Chromebook. How you know you use a Chromebook in school and y'all don't have it? You know what I'm saying? Like that don't even make sense to me. You know? Oh man, coach, I left my shoes. Dude, you have a whole locker. Like how you leave a pair of shoes that you know you got to work in? Coach, can I borrow some shorts? Dude, you're not prepared. Right there, you already lost my trust. You get what I'm saying? Like y'all be thinking it. I'm gonna give you short, but in the back of my mind, like man, I cannot trust the guy in the game. Because he's not going to be prepared when game time comes. If you ain't got your tights for the game, you ain't got the black socks or white socks you supposed to have, or your undershirt, when game time came, man, you're out of whack. You're not focused. You're not prepared. Guess what? And you finna have a bad game. And as a coach, I got to understand that, like, this dude not mentally prepared. You see what I'm saying? So when you're prepared, it goes for more than just, hey, man, I've been working on my game, coach, I'm ready. No, man, did you pack your bag the night before? You know you got workouts Monday through Friday. You should have all this stuff laid out. Man, I'm wearing these shorts. I already got my clothes laid out for the week. I already know what hoodie I'm wearing, what socks I'm wearing, what shoes I'm wearing, because I'm already prepared for the week. I already know what day we're gonna be outside, what day we're gonna be in the gym. So I got that time based on what we're gonna be doing. So being well prepared, guys, that's not just on the court, but it's in the classroom. You know you got a test on Friday. Why you waiting Thursday night at 10 p.m. to start studying? You know you got a paper due on Thursday, third period. Like you had a 4-day weekend a week ago, but you now just started on paper on Tuesday, knowing that you need your teacher to review it. But you know now we're virtual, so how I'm gonna get her to look at it and be able to get that feedback in proper time. And she got 150 more students. That's what being prepared means, guys. Like it's bigger than just me going to pick up a basketball. It's bigger than me just showing up to class now. Again, go back to your self-motivated. What are your goals? What do you want out of life? What are you trying to do? Because you just want to play ball, that's cool. But guess what? If you don't have grades, they're not taking you no more. They're not taking you no more. So we're going to have to play JUCO for 2 years. And if you don't do nothing else, guess what? You lost in the system. It ain't, man,
Another
take
thing
them.
is,
Go
they're
ahead.
forgetting. I know a lot of, so I'm in college too. I'm also a barber. I'm 20 years old, so I'm not far, you know, where people always looking at my old head. You know, y'all about brothers. So me being 20, I'm doing what I love to do, being a barber, but I'm also in school too. And I'm in school for engineering. So I can tell you, it's not easy. I'm balancing this. I have a Calc 3 class, a Chem 2 class. I catch a living, you know what. But one thing I see, a lot of athletes that I do meet, one thing they always tell me about it, man, I ain't gonna lie. You know, I thought I was fine and all this in high school. I got down here, bro, these boys different. They the same like me. You know, now I went from, you know, averaging 20 in high school to now I'm averaging 5 points. I ain't even get looked at by anybody. You're like, so one thing I do regret is I never had the grades or whatever. You know, now I'm trying to find out what type of career I'm gonna do. Because a lot of times athletes, you know, you got the one and few that go be successful. You know, I hope to see all of y'all successful, but for the people that is, like, face reality, you have to have a plan, because I meet tons of, I know the whole team now there. Everybody is there now that didn't go, because that's a JUCO, it's a JUCO college. So everybody that didn't make it and go to another school to play for 4 years, they still down there. They're like, man, I ain't gonna lie, I thought basketball was life. Now I'm trying to get this psychology degree. Now I'm trying to get this degree. You know, I lost my scholarship, so, you know, now I gotta pay for school. So as you got your scholarship now, take school serious, because yeah, it's all fun and games, like how they were saying, the basketball play, all that come with it. But if you're not priority in school, like you said, you're just gonna end up in the system. You're either gonna be dropping out, or you're gonna have $100,000 in student loan debt. So, like I said, you know, if you're not the smartest in school, just work hard, because I was never a 5 athlete, but I always had the great grades. So when I go to that school, I don't have to pay nothing. I pay $0 a year. Hope Scholarship pays my tuition. Now the other couple of scholarships that pay for everything else. So, like I said, it's way bigger than basketball now. a lot of athletes that you see now that's coming out, like, you know, your big time athletes like Russell Westbrook, he had a 4.0 at UCLA. So all these scholarships now, all these athletes, you know, they getting great grades. So now it's tougher. Like, okay, I got a kid right here that's averaging 20, but he has a 3.5. I got a kid that's averaging 19, but he got a 4.0. Who should I take? They're gonna take the dude with the 4.0. So it's bigger than just picking up a basketball now. You always gotta prioritize school, no matter what you do. So let that be a witness to y'all, man, because I don't want to see nobody going to a school and then they don't get it how they want to, and now they're looking like, man, mom, dad, I don't know what I'm about to do. I done lost my scholarship because of my grades, or, you know, I didn't get picked up to play another 4 years with a scholarship. So now I'm sitting back like, I don't know what type of degree I want. I was just taking classes just to take them so I could just play basketball. So, you know, you gotta look at that stuff, man. It's the hard reality, but I guarantee you meet somebody that went to a school that didn't get it, they'll tell you like, nah, man, take that school serious, bro. And take your degree serious, because if not, you're gonna be like me.
Yeah. And it's crazy that you say that, man. I talked to the coach the other night, you know what I mean? And I was talking about mine. The first thing he asked me, man, what are grades like? Never did ask me nothing. You know, coach, I know he can play ball. You know what I mean? There's a lot of kids that can play ball. But coach, what are grades like? Can he keep up with this college schedule? But you know, man, we leave on the weekend. We might be out of school about 4 days. Can he keep up with schoolwork? You know what I mean? Like I sent y'all an article about a college student from Vanderbilt. You know what I mean? Brother William back there went to Vanderbilt. You know what I mean? He'll tell you, you know, that's a really school. It's not easy. I went to a D3 school, Middlesex, called the Harvard of the South, you know what I mean? PWI school, you know what I mean? It's all about academics. Again, I told you I had a 4.0 GPA in high school, but it wasn't because I was smart. I tell you all the time, I'm not smart. I worked hard. I was well prepared. I was self-motivated, you know what I mean? The coach told me the other day, he said he had to cut a 4-star freshman because he failed 2 summer classes. Then he fell in 9. He like, coach, man, this dude is so on. He's such an asset to our program. We need him, but we can't take that hit because the program is bigger than the individual. That's what you have to realize. The program is bigger than you. That's like in high school. The program is bigger than you. If you don't make your grades, like y'all got grade sheets due next week. If y'all don't make y'all grades, what's gonna happen? Huh? What's gonna happen? You don't play to it. You know what I'm saying? Some people already experienced that. That stuff hurts, man. When you're sitting there, it's your senior year and you can't play. You're sitting there, it's your sophomore year and you can't play second semester because you bored crap. While all your homeboys still playing. That's being prepared, y'all. Like this stuff is reality. I mean, life is what it is, you know. Pandemic, COVID, all that. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you're an individual. You gotta take care of your individual work. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Like that's being prepared. You know. So you gotta be self-motivated. You gotta be prepared. And then the third thing is knowing the importance of teamwork. Knowing the importance of teamwork. We just got through talking about that. Your teammate. I feel like when it comes to teammates, everybody take things different. You know what I mean? Everybody take things a little bit more personal. People think stuff about them. You know, at the end of the day, I always felt like this. I'm gonna put my team before me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put my team before me. You know, like, and what I mean by that is, I'm gonna work on me as an individual. But if I see that Braylon didn't go to lunch today, guess what? Before I leave, I'm gonna grab a snack from the cafeteria. Cause I knew that Braylon, guess what? He got a long schedule. He probably ain't getting nothing to eat today. So let me think about Braylon. If I'm in practice and Kobe on Braylon behind, guess what? I'm gonna get Braylon penalty. Hey man, you good man, but you gotta grind though, man. You cheating on that. You ain't pushing yourself. You get what I'm saying? I had a teammate, man, do way better than me, I promise you. We both came in freshmen. When we first met, we met on the court. He was talking noise, I was talking noise. He was getting buckets, I was getting buckets. But guess what? Now I ended up starting, I ended up playing my 4 years. He dropped out. You know what I'm saying? He's doing good now, but he never got a chance to play his college career. He was bigger than me, he was faster than me, he was stronger than me, he was everything. He dunked that ball any kind of way. But guess what? He was undisciplined, man. He wasn't a great teammate. He always wanted to point the finger at everybody else. It was never his fault. So being a teammate, man, first foremost, is always my fault. You know what I'm saying? When something goes down, it's all my fault. You know why? I'm going to take the blame. I'm going to be the bigger person. You see what I'm saying? And then now we can converse and talk about what needs to be done. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we had a game on Saturday, the fall league. And I told you, I said, man, what I kept seeing was everybody trying to get their own. Yeah, that's good. I blue pad my defender, but nobody dropped off to the next man. Nobody came to the jump start and kicked it back out for the wide open shot. And so we blew a 16-point lead. Up 16. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Everybody probably thinking now, I got to get mine. We up 16, let me get mine. Well, you got to think about how did you get up 16? We're sharing the ball, we're moving the ball, we're doing what we're supposed to, we're working as a unit. We want to let people get easy layups, we're blocking out. All that stuff is teamwork, man. You know what I'm saying? Just by showing up today, lets me know what type of team y'all are. You get what I'm saying? Again, everybody not here. So the question you're going to ask yourself is, what am I going to do when I leave here? When I know such wasn't here? Am I going to call and reach out to that person and say, hey man, I ain't see you at our event. Are you a part of this team or what? We do everything together. That's part of being a team. That's teamwork. You get what I'm saying? Everybody think about just basketball. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than that. A real bond is when we have an event, listen, I'm there, Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Whatever we do, no matter how lame it might be, you know what I'm saying? I'm there because I gotta show up for my teammates. If Kobe said, Coach, man, I got an event, man. I'm playing the guy doggone piano. I want you to be there. Guess what? I'm gonna tell all the guys, and guess what? We're gonna be in there. And they're like, you don't supposed to clap. Yeah, we be clapping, making all type of noise and everything because we want to know that we got your back. You know what I mean? And that's what it is, guys. Teammates show up. And you gotta ask yourself, do I always show up for my teammates? You get what I'm saying? Brother, have you got anything you want to share with them?
I'll chime in. And then I think for us as being young black men and young black brothers, the world tells us we're not supposed to support one another. I can't cheer you on. The world tells us that we're supposed to be fighting over this corner and you fighting over that corner and a corner that we don't even own. Now we got to beef because you wear red and you wear blue or whatever it is, and they try to tell us we should be divided. This is the place where this should feel like church when I'm with this group of people. These are the people I can trust with my feelings. They tell us, black man, we can't cry, we can't hurt, we can't go through emotions. That's what they tell us as young black men. And trust me, I sat in the same seats as you all did. And I got kids coming in the same seats, and I see this. And I'm out here in these streets just with my job. I'm everywhere almost at the same time. And so I see and hear this stuff all the time. And what Coach is talking about, being a student athlete, but what he's talking about is life. He's talking about life. Like eventually, you're gonna grow up and be somebody's husband, you somebody's son, you're gonna be somebody's daddy, you're gonna be somebody, you're gonna own a business, you're gonna be somebody's boss, or you're gonna be somebody's employee. Like he's not just isolating this to you being an athlete and you being a student. This is what your character is. What do your characters say you are? Because studies say by the time you get 16, 17, you're 90% of the person you're going to be for the rest of your life. That's what studies say. So he's saying, like, what is your character today? Are you the person I can lean on in times things get rough, or are you the person I can't talk to because all you want to do is joke and put other people down to make me feel better? That's what society tells us we got to do. We can only have one black person up at one time, so let me be the one. And then I'm going to be the one black person up, and I got to keep 5 other ones down so I can keep my position. That's how society's kind of put us against one another. I guarantee you, and my wife teaches too, that if you go in any hallway of any school, you can be mixed 50-50, and it's going to always be the black kids joking on one another. Always pushing and fighting with one another. Why? Because that's what society has told us that we are, and we behave like that. And we got to make a decision at some point whether we're going to be better. Whether we're going to be better. And that decision making starts now with you all. Again, like Coach asked 4 or 5 different questions in the beginning. I heard 4 people speak up. Why? Because society tells us that as African Americans, we can't speak that well. And so a lot of you all sit there and be quiet. Let your voice be heard. No matter what you're going to do in your life, whether you're going to have a job, whether you're going to own a business, whether you're going to play NBA, NFL, whatever, you got to learn how to speak. And this is an environment where, man, if you have a thought, speak up to let people know what you're thinking. If you don't understand something in class, go communicate with your teacher. If you don't understand why I'm not getting as much playing time, instead of having an emotional fit, go talk to your coach on planning a break or right before practice. Learn how to use your words to advocate for yourself and not your emotions. And that's why I think this platform is good, because you get a chance to use your words in a non-threatening environment. Learn how to use them here. You'll understand how to use them
at school, you understand how to use them at the marketplace. You understand, no matter what you decide to do in life, if you start learning how to use your words to express yourself now, it's going to help you later on down the road. So when you ask questions, it should be everybody hand up trying to answer. Because I contribute positive to my community. That's what that is. When they ask you a question, be ready to talk. Man, you got something to say. You got something that the world needs to hear. You have something your teammates need to hear. So when he asks a question, everybody needs to be ready to talk.
Hey, one thing that I took after reading that article, and I think Coach sent it all y'all, I think all y'all need to go look at it and read it. In this section, it's talking about winning for each other, right? And it ain't even just talking about on the court. It's talking about shoes. If I'm struggling, somebody's struggling on the team with homework, right? Somebody's struggling with chemistry. Somebody's struggling with math. Somebody's struggling with English. You know what I'm saying? And you know you doing good. You got a 99 in the class, right? Winning for each other is helping your brother, your teammate, get his grade up, right? You know what I'm saying? That's winning for each other, on and off the court. You know what I'm saying? You see one of your teammates in the hallway, they acting crazy with the wrong crowd. Hey man, no, let's go, man. You going to class. You know what I'm saying? That's winning. That's stepping up and saying, man, I want you to be better. Not just on the class, not just on the court, not just, when we together in the gym, but all day long, I want you to be better. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that both of our dreams come true. You know what I'm saying? So it's about winning for each other. That was one of the biggest things I took from that section. They said teamwork, winning for each other. You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all winning for each other? You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all heard somebody say, I'm failing this, and then say, okay, man, let's go study. You know what I'm saying? That's that kind of attitude you got to have, man. That's what brings that teamwork, that team chemistry, all that kind of stuff like that. That's what brings that in. You know what I'm saying? When you don't want to see my brother fail. He was talking about that. One of the things that we do as black men, we just look at somebody fall and just leave them there. You know what I'm saying? That's the mentality that, I kind of grew up around. You know what I'm saying? It was every man for himself. I got to survive on my own. No, man. Look, you see somebody fall, man, try to help them out as much as you can, right? You know what I'm saying? Even on the court, somebody, how many times? And I'm just asking the question. You probably don't even remember. How many times somebody made a free throw? How many times we made a good play and you had a chance to go dap somebody else? How many times you gonna do that? I just think about how many times you went and did that yesterday on the court. Somebody failed. How many times you went and run and try to help them up? That's that little stuff that go a long way, man. That's that teamwork that go a long way. When my brother fall and I run over there, that means I care about him. That means I care about his well-being. That kind of stuff has got to be stuff that start to get into your mind. So that we can become a team, that we can become a better community like Coach was talking about. When you care about somebody else and them winning, you know what I'm saying, them making it to college. Celebrate. When we get somebody to go off to college, like we had two or three guys last year, right?
Yeah.
Went out and got scholarships, going out to college now. Celebrating that kind of stuff with them guys. How many of y'all showed up to the thing when they got it? You know what I'm saying? How many people showed up to celebrate with them boys saying, hey man, hey, that's what's up, good job, man. I'm trying to get where you going. That's that kind of stuff that you got to start getting your mind programmed to be, man. Sorry, Coach.
No, man. You said nothing wrong, man. I think the next one, is the
always think positive.
Oh, think positive?
Yep.
Hey, gotta look at the upside of everything. And I think they talked about what is your approach to the game. That's what they mean by thinking positive. Like yesterday, our son's playing some 6th grade girls, and we were watching them joke warm up. They were hitting step back threes and everything. Our boys in his third grade, and we like, man, this is what? Woo, about to get stoned. But we like, as long as we go out there and play hard, we all right. Listen, the game went overtime, 8 days. When they put that 2-2-1 press on, man, the girl couldn't get the ball past 3-point line. Do you hear me? I'm talking about that 3rd grade, girls this tall now, all of them. And listen, all these saw them guys just diving on the floor all over the place. The thing was, I don't think they ever thought they were gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? Like parents and stuff, plant seeds in our head. The parents like, man, I don't know how this is gonna go. But some of us dads over there cheering like, let go, do this. Hey, close out, get your hands up. And guess what? They did everything. And they lost because, at the buzzer. They lost at the buzzer in overtime. Because the referee switched sides and they did something and they tricked the little kid, they 3rd grade. They don't know no better. So they all ran over here and the girl stepped over there wide open for the layup. You know what I'm saying? They lose by 2. But it's just the mentality was they didn't think they were gonna lose. Some of y'all walk on the court and y'all already lost for y'all and step out there. Y'all seen the opponents. You know what I'm saying? I remember when we played against Wolf Little Mile. Y'all saw that 7 foot out there, then they had the 6'8" kid, and y'all all boy like, man, we gonna lose, man. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? He ain't play. He ain't play. You know what I'm saying? And it's a whole game. But it's just the fact that we saw him, we like, man, we're gonna lose. You can't ever think that you out the game, guys, no matter who you are. You see professionals show up every day, and they train, and they work, they get paid for this. And this is what you said that you want to do. So if you got a losing mentality, you think the coach gonna recruit that? Huh? If you got a losing mentality and clarity, something, man, I'm feeling this, I don't care. That goes back to what we're talking about, not being self-motivated, not being prepared. Not asking your teammates or somebody for help. Teammates ain't just your people that next to you. It's your teachers, it's your coaches, it's your parents, it's your teammates' parents. That's all part of the team. You know what I'm saying? I tell you all the time, listen, you need something. I help kids all the time with L1 in PE. They're like, Coach, I need help. So get what? I got my little board, we over there breaking down problems. They're like, why the PE teacher teaching math? Because guess what? They need it. It's teamwork. I can easily say, man, well, good luck, go talk to your teacher. But guess what? They have a relationship with me, and guess what? It's easy for them to learn from somebody else because they just already feel like they got blockade. They already done blocked out their teacher, like, it's too hard, she don't want to help me out. You know what I'm saying? So when they come to me, guess what? They're like, oh, that's what I'm doing. Like, I'm sure the teacher told you that. But now, because it comes from somebody different, it relates different. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta have a winning mentality, man. And have a winning mentality is that I'm never out of the game.
Positive, what always being positive mean? But like, what do you think always being positive mean? Go ahead, man.
Expecting more what you can do.
Okay, you said expecting more than what you can do. I like that. All right. Somebody else. Yeah.
Helping out.
Huh?
Helping out, being helpful.
Man, help. All right, good. Yeah, I like that. What's up? Well, who else? Yeah, go ahead, Cole. Think about the good things ahead. All right, that's good. Have a positive outlook. I like that. Who else?
Never look on the downside.
Never looking on the downside. All right. Who else? I'm thinking hard. What positive? What always thinking positive mean? Like, what do you think when you hear that? Always think positive.
Having self-confidence.
Self-confidence.
Making sure everybody else vibe is good around you.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
So I think you said something positive right there. What's the energy like when you walk into practice?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you already know. You know, y'all been there last year, man. How that thing coming out. Y'all already know how tight practice is based on how people come out of the locker room. And I tell y'all, y'all need to get the energy up. Y'all need to change the energy. Or you know what y'all are doing. Touching that line. Touching that line, because guess what? You don't miss 12 layups, you're not focused, and then you got 2 people over there clapping trying to keep the energy up. And y'all like, man, leave me alone, man. Like, that's not the right approach, man. Like, we gonna get nothing done that day. You know what I'm saying? And back of my head, I'd be like, let's go home. But I said, I gotta get somebody, guys. At least they gonna be in shape when we leave this thing. So again, that goes, having that positive mentality or that positive mindset goes way before a game and everything. It's like your approach to practice. It's your approach to life when you wake up in the morning. You can decide right there have a good day or bad day. You know what I'm saying? People like they woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Guess what? When I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, I watch something motivating. I don't go to rap music. You know what I'm saying? I don't go and surround myself around people that make me mad. I get away from them. One thing they talked about all this, like you gotta have your routine. In life, you gotta have a routine. When you got a routine, man, that helps you stay at bay. You know what I'm saying? Because you know everything you're gonna do. You know how it's gonna go. That helps you flow. Like my mentor, you know what I mean? That's why it's good to have mentors. Whenever I'm dealing with something like, baby, did you read your word today? You know what I'm saying? Did you have your coffee that you like? You know what I'm saying? What type of music you listen to? Because I remember when I was struggling in college, man, I couldn't score a basket to save my life. I'm talking about 1 month, man, I'm shooting from the time like that thing wet. Get in the game, go in, come out. Got a layup, toilet bowl around the rim. I'm like, man, I don't know what's wrong. And my mentor was like, what's in your body? What's your energy like? What you listen to? What you put into your soul? He said, change all of that. Change what you eat and everything. Listen, some of y'all be like, man, that don't mean nothing. Guess what? I did all that. And it didn't happen right then. I ain't gonna tell y'all. But as I kept that routine, I had my routine, and it's still what started changing. Even for a game, you know, everybody getting up. I used to go to the locker room early. Get in there, just sit in the shower, take me a shower. They're like, why you taking a shower before the game? I said, listen, it's my routine. Don't mess with it. You know what I'm saying? Once I get through, I put my shorts on, put my little undershirt on, and I go to the weight room. My teammate like, man, why you lifting weights for? Listen, it's my routine, dog. I've been doing this for the whole year. While y'all still sleep, I'm in the weight room in the morning, hitting, going and shooting free throws. By the time you get up, I got my breakfast, I'm going to class. You're like, baby, what you been up the whole time? Yeah. And so all that positive mindset is by having your routine, man. You know what I'm saying? That helps you have the right mentality. So when you go in there, guess what? You're good. And then the final thing, what, Coach?
The pure will to win. Pure will to win. Hey, just real quick, I'm going back and hit the always learn how to positive thinking. Always making positive thinking. Sometimes come with challenges. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes life trying to make you not think positive, right? Sometimes you got stuff that come at you. You know what I'm saying? That try to make things not positive, right? So how you approach every single day will determine your positive outlook, right? So you got to go in there. I don't care what it is. I got to make sure that my attitude is the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because things get hard sometimes. As you grow up and you go through life and you grow up and become young men, the problem's not going to go away. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be even more things that are going to come your way. But how do I approach every single day? Leading into that pure will to win, right? You got that pure will to win, meaning I ain't never giving up, right? You know, one of the things I heard Coach say earlier about those young boys and how, shoot, they just went out there, they were playing ball, right? You know what I'm saying? They went out there. They're and this is just who I am, so I'm just going to go ahead and go into it. There's a scripture that talk about being as a child. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, a child, when you're a child, you don't really have no fear. You know what I'm saying? A child will run up on fire because they don't know what it is, right? They don't know what it is. They'll run up on fire and just touch it because they don't know, right? They ain't got no fear. You know, you got to have a mentality like that. You know what I'm saying? When you're approaching things, man, hey, I ain't got no fear. I ain't even worried about it. Because I don't know about it yet. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen later on today. But I'm going to attack each and every day without this fear. You got what I'm saying? I'm going to attack each and every day like I want to win. Like I've got to be the best. I got to do this. I got to be better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to approach it with the fear what I learned over time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to approach it because I went down there. Coach talking about this a minute ago. He went out there and it rimmed out every single time. It rimmed out. You know what I'm saying? Just because I missed it 2 quarters ago, I ain't gonna be afraid to take this shot this time because I missed it then. You know what I'm saying? Just because the business didn't work out the way I wanted to the first 2 times, I ain't gonna stop now. I got a friend when I was in high school. That's why I kept on just trying to start his business. Just kept on trying. And I'm looking at like, man, I've been done gave up by now. Hey, you can have it, brother. I ain't got time for this guy's house. This has been some years ago now. He had his own crib, paid about $400,000 then for it. Showed me a check where he was making $36,000 a month. Showed me the check at 19 years old. Why? Because he ain't never give up. Now this dude got his own business, multi-millionaire. He one of the top 500 Fortune 500 up and coming Fortune 500 companies. Why? Because he ain't never give up. He ain't never stopped grinding. He the will to win, man. Just because you have life come in and knock you down sometimes, not because sometimes you come in and you get down in the game. You know what the first thing we do when we get down in the game most of the time? Everybody start hanging their head, we start arguing, we start fussing with each other. Instead of trying to find a solution to the problem, we make the problem worse, right? You just gotta have that mindset that I'm not gonna lose, man. I tell my son all the time, I ain't gonna never let you win. I ain't gonna never let you win. You gonna have to earn everything you got because life ain't gonna just let you win. You know what I'm saying? Life you gonna have to earn everything you got. You know what I'm saying? You gotta earn the starting position in football. You gotta earn the starting position in basketball. You gotta earn the promotion at your job. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing ever gonna be given to you. So you gotta have that pure will to just win, man. You know, that starts with your mind. That's what positive attitude. Going back to that, it starts right here in your mind. what you think about yourself. You know what I'm saying? How you present yourself every day. You know, that's where it is in the mind. It starts right there with your mind. So the pure will to win, hey, I gotta have a positive attitude. Right? And then sometimes, going back up, I'm just going back up real quick. Sometimes you gotta have help sometimes. You gotta have somebody come tell you, hey man, you can do it, man. You can make it. That's where that teamwork come in. When somebody feeling like they ain't gonna make it that day, man, having somebody say, hey, you can do this, man, let's go. You know what I'm saying? That motivation from somebody else. Man, they encourage you a lot of times to go even further, to push yourself to go even harder. And then being prepared. You know, one of the things they talk about is prepared, the priorities. Having your priorities in order. How many of y'all got your priority? What's your priority right now? You know what I'm saying? Most of y'all, y'all know about September. I was talking to students the other day. They know more about September the 10th than they do about what's in the science book. You know, they know more about when the 2K game was coming out than they did, you know, about the test they having next week. You know what I'm saying? So what's your priority? And then getting back up to self-motivation, you gotta be self-motivated. If you're gonna have the pure will to win, you gotta have all that stuff in line. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff gotta be in line for you. So that you can have that support. You got your mind right, man. I'm gonna get this, man. I'm gonna grind for this. And at the end of the day, if I don't get exactly what I'm gonna show no getting doggone close. You know what I'm saying? Think about it like this. How many people out there right now got a ball in their hand trying to get to the same place you're going? Man, how many spots in the NBA right now? The odds are already slim, right? So what you gonna do to set your
people overseas now?
Right, you know what I'm saying? Now you compete with the world.
You can't limit that. You gotta
compete with the world now, right? So now the pure way to win, you gotta have that next level thought, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that thought that, man, I gotta get this. I gotta get this. How many people trying to start a business? How many people trying to do this? Man, I gotta step up and I gotta have that pure will to win, man. That's what it's going into, the pure will to win. And I'm gonna tell y'all what it said, that I like that. And I want y'all to make sure y'all go back and read this stuff. In that article Coach said, it said, team with the will to win, will get better and will succeed. Teams with the will to win will get better and they will succeed. Y'all hear that? And they will succeed. How many of y'all here got the will to win? You ain't got to win.
But yo, that's our 5 step, you know what I mean, for y'all today, man. But we really want to hear from y'all though, you know what I mean? That was the information, bro. I more so want to hear from y'all, like, man, what's y'all, like Coach just said, man, what's y'all drive? Like, what's y'all plans for this year? You know what I'm saying? What's your plans? Go ahead. What you put? And don't just tell me, man, I want to win. Like, listen, what is your plan, man? Like, really, what is your plan? Like, Coach, you're a straight A student, man. Like, you plan on being a top student in your class? Or you just want to just be okay? You know what I'm saying? Or you don't want nobody to know that you're super smart?
Who's a senior in here? Anybody seniors? Okay. So what are everybody else? Junior, sophomore, freshman? Middle school? Sophomore? Okay. So for my, everybody that's not a senior, what do you see yourself as a senior? When you walk across that stage, what do you see yourself? That's the best answer you can give. When you walk across that stage, what can you say? Oh, I accomplished this in high school. Like, my high school accomplishment was, I didn't get it, but I graduated with a 3.9. I had Zell Miller. I had scholarships. I won state for wrestling. I did track. So I walked across, I did everything I could do. Government honors, all that little award stuff. I did all that. So when I walked across the stage, after I was high school, I was like, shoot, I had a great high school. I can't even lie. I had fun. So what can you say when you walk across, you should have no regrets when you walk across that stage, graduate. Even for y'all seniors now. You ain't got that much time left, but you shouldn't have no regrets when you walk across that stage. You be like, dang, bro, I wish I would have got this, so my GPA could have been this. Because you can do something about it right now. It's your senior year. My senior year, my GPA wasn't where I wanted to be. So you know what I did? I took all AP classes. Every AP class I took, I could have did. I had AP Chem, AP Physics, AP History. I took everything AP as much as I
take on AP class now.
I ain't say you got to do that.
You better know yourself.
Yeah, you better know it. But I had to drive because I didn't want to be. I had a problem. My whole high school, I had a problem being just getting by. Okay, I had all A's. Okay, but I had 1 B. My mom be like, you can get that A if you just study a little harder than what you do now. And she been on my she always on my case about that. Every time. She always be like, what's your grades looking like? I'm like, all A's, 1 B. She be like, now you know you can get that B up to an A. So I struggled with that my whole entire high school. In my senior year, I just say, you know what? I'm gonna have all A's. And then when I actually dedicated myself, my lowest grade without the 10 points for AP class was a 91. So I'll let you know what my grades look like with the 10. So when I'm saying that you can do it, it's all up here. All of it's up here. When I got rid of that mental block, like, you know what? I know I'm smart enough to have all A's. I'm just lazy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a lazy person. If it's like how y'all say, man, I'm gonna hop on 2K instead of studying for that extra hour for that test. You know what? I'm gonna hop on Madden. I'm gonna do this real fast. Or I'm gonna go out, or I'm gonna get on the phone with my girl instead of studying for that extra hour of the test. But that little extra hour is, you might have missed 3 problems that got you a B. But that little extra hour you did could have got you 4 more right. So it's stuff like that that you gotta weigh your options. What I used to do, you know, I know some of y'all probably used to waking up a little earlier. What I used to do when I have tests and prepare, I got A's, you know, you always want to study. But you know what I did the day before a test? Like if I have a test Friday, say I have a history test Friday, you know, everything on the study guide, if they give you study guides, whatever they do, I'll look over the study guide, still study. But what I do, I wake up early in the morning. So, you know, if you used to get up at 7 o'clock, I'll wake up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. And I would study for that hour because your brain only remembers everything you did in an hour. So in that whole hour, I would study everything I was like, on this one. Or I'd look over the whole thing. And during that test, you're going to be like, all you're going to think about it, during that whole little hour you were studying, like, hold up, okay, I remember this. Boom, 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 boom. And my grades went from mid-90s to B's to I was getting almost 97s, 100s every single test. And I learned this, like I said, you know how y'all talk? I learned this from a girl that used to do way better than me. Every test she did was 5 points higher than me, 6 points. She was the top of the class. So I have to, you know, and it's always good to ask for help. You know, I was kind of the person like, no, I ain't gonna ask for help. You know, I got this on my own, I'm gonna do this. But I learned you don't get nowhere in life without asking for help. So when I asked for help and she told me what she did, you know, I think of today because I still use that till this day. Because when you study, like now I used, you know, I had okay study habits, but that one good study habit that she had made me go from being just an okay test taker to now I'm above average. I'm right there next to her. Next thing I know, I'm like, what's your grade in the class? She's like this. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm right on your tail now. So it just helps you out, and stuff like this lets you know that you can be anything in life. Like any test, any all that, you can get it. I promise you. Because if I did it, and I'm like I said, I'm the most laziest person ever. You can call my dad, mom right now and ask you. They'll be like, who's the laziest out of all 3 of your kids? They'll be like, him. Easy. But when they tell you, when I put the work in, I put it in hard. Like being a barber, I started at 17. I did not know how to cut. I was afraid to pick up the clipper. I used to be like this on people's head. So it just goes to show you that you gotta have confidence. You just gotta keep on going. Yeah, you might mess up in life. Yeah, you might trip and stumble. You might fall over. But it's what you do after that is what makes you. I know plenty of times, as all y'all basketball, y'all probably done missed a wide open layup and fast break. Or you done airball the shot. Or you done airball the free throw. Or you done did something dumb. You know, Shaq in the full moment, you gonna laugh. Everybody laugh at you. But what did you do after that? Did you just let that one little moment bring you down? You like, you know what, because I missed this layup, I'm never gonna take a shot again? Or you go like, you know what, see, you know, this was crazy. All the best players now, you know, and I like Steph Curry, that's one of my favorite players. But one thing he said, if I miss 3 shots, I'm gonna take another 4 because I'm bound to hit 1. So are you gonna just keep there missing? Like, okay, you know what, I missed this shot, everybody laughed at me, I missed the layup. Or you gonna keep trying to shoot the layup? Or you gonna keep trying to do you? Because it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. So if you start off, you know, strong, you're gonna finish strong. You start off weak, hurry up and try to finish strong because, you know, the seniors, they over with now. But the people that's up and coming, you're starting off now. This is your high school is gonna be your legacy. So you want your teacher to remember you by, yeah, I remember him, he was an okay student. You know, he got in trouble here and there, but he could have did more than this. Or you want your teacher to be like, man, I love this student. He worked so hard, he did all he was supposed to do. I know you're gonna be successful in life. So you don't wanna go, you know, take everything lazy, have a lazy and slow mindset, because all of y'all in here in this room that showed up to this had a drive to say, okay, I want to get better at something. Somebody's gonna sit here and say something that I'm gonna take in my head and I'm gonna remember it. So whether you remember my little test taking little strategy, or whether you remember this whole conversation, all of y'all should have something that y'all took out of this to remember, because y'all wanted to be here, and that lets you know that you want to grow as a person, not just on the court, but off the court. That lets you know you want to grow as a person. So, like I said, for all my people that's up, where do you see yourself in life in 5 years, or 3 years, or next year? So y'all go ahead.
I gotta do what's important first. Like what he said about waking up in the morning and starting early, starting your day more early. And then I got one more thing. When it's all said and done, have no regrets over what you have done.
I love the fact that you took notes.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you took notes, man. That says a lot about your character.
I was watching them the whole time taking notes. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
That says a lot, man.
Basically, what I got was that we can always be physically ready, as in we can go in the gym, lift weights, hoop, or whatever. So are we mentally ready? Are we actually, is our mind actually ready to play, or is our mind actually ready to do work in class and pass the test and move on to the next grade or move on to the next level of what I'm trying to do in life? So basically, we got to be mentally ready and physically ready.
What I got from it was having a positive mentality also. Like I need to start having a positive attitude, and because positivity can get you a long way. And also ask for help for stuff, because normally I tend to do stuff on my own because I think I have it. But like when I get somebody, I'm gonna start getting people to help me and get me through stuff and guide me through stuff.
Appreciate that.
What I got was like, I want to change my approach. Even like when we got cross country and things like that, and it's like Coach Bailey be like, "Are we right now on skate free time?" I be like, "Man, I do not be like this." But I mean, it's like, you know, I tell myself, I be like, okay, I know I got to get this done because I want to be a better athlete. I want to be more conditioned. I want to be better. So I'm like, okay, I know I got to get this done. Let me get it done instead of just coming into practice like, man, I really hope we just hoop. And we ain't got to do this right here. We ain't got to live. Like, you know, I have my days off. It's like, man, I just want to get this done. Like, I'm not even, sometimes I'm like asking myself, like, did I get better or did I just get it done?
Did I get
That's
better?
that's a good one right there. Did I get better or did I just get it done?
Powerful, man. Appreciate that, Cam. Anybody else? One thing you got from me, man.
You got that, I need to be a better person off the court, as like school wise. I know I can be better than what I am right now.
Gotcha. So what's stopping you from doing?
I don't know.
We know. You gotta get to it. Like you said, it isn't just being lazy, you know what I'm saying? It's easier, I'm telling you, it's easier not to do than to do. You know what I'm saying? I learned that a long time ago. It's easy to be laying in that bed boy, for another 30 minutes, 30 minutes turn to an hour. Well, I know about that. Oh, what, 12 o'clock? No, I missed out on the whole day.
Right.
So my thing for me is, I'm like, man, I can't miss out on none of this time. You know what I mean? It's so much to be done right now.
And the standard you accept for anything is the standard you accept for everything. You do. So if you allow yourself to kind of slack on that end, it's just a matter of time for it to seep over in your athletics. There you go. That's the standard.
So imagine this. We're gonna wrap it. Imagine this. What if I start out now saying, you know what? I'm just gonna give my best. You know what I mean? Just give my best. You know what I mean? Your best ain't his best. Your best ain't his best. But what if I just say, you know what? Let me start by doing this. Let me have me an approach. All right. I got me a plan. I got my routine. All right. First thing, I'm make sure I'm prepared every day. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, when you get prepared in the morning, guys. Get prepared the next day, the day before. I tell my son every morning, you know what I'm saying? Hey, before you go to bed, you got your face mask in your book bag. You got your water bottle of water in the refrigerator. You pack half your lunch that can be staying overnight. Is your Chromebook charged up? Make sure all that's done before you lay down in that bed. You know what I'm saying? That's their routine every night. Boom. Once they do that, now go upstairs and do what? Brush your teeth, use your mouthwash, and make sure your eyes clean. You know what I mean? That's it. And when they wake up in the morning, guess what? They ain't gotta be trying to fumble, look for, Dad, I forgot my, check your blood pack, son. Oh, yeah, that's right. You get what I'm saying? Because now they establish routine. Again, he said, man, once you get to high school, you're pretty much who you are. You're pretty much right now who you are today. But you got an opportunity to change that because you've been informed. That's the key. What would I do with this information now? Some people, like they say, you'll go in, go out. Some people, 1 or 2 things don't stick. But you gotta figure out, man, for me, what did I take from the day? How can I apply it to my day-to-day life? That is growth. My dad said, I'm gonna end it with this. My dad said, wise man learn from his own mistakes, right?
Absolutely.
But the wisest learns from others.
Absolutely.
Everybody don't share their journey, some of their journey that they want to share with you. And what I used to do, I used to take from him. Oh, he said he did that? Okay. That didn't work for him? It probably ain't gonna work at all, man. I'm kind of like that. Let me try that, all right? But he said it worked for him. You know what? Let me see if they're gonna work for me. I might get them at 5. I'll probably get it at 6:30. You know what I mean? My bus may get about 7:30. They give me like 45 minutes to get myself right. So you got to create your own plan, guys. And, you know, again, this is just the beginning. You know what I mean? I feel like this thing gonna grow and mature to something very special. But take something from it every day, man. And next time we come and be October 24th, have some, September 24th, have something to share with us. Really give us feedback because we need information from you so we know what direction we need to go in. All right? Anybody got anything? All right. We want to give a shout out to Flip Barbershop for hosting us. Thank Meek for cutting hair. And thank Pop Media for doing what she always do. All right? Thank y'all.
Hey, next subject.
Oh yeah.
That's the best piece of cream. Yeah.
You better come on here for the cheese.